Months after accepting a promotion at Des Moines Public Schools, Lewis Fountain was encouraged to apply to be Johnston Community Schools' first Director of Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging, an opportunity he found intriguing. The role originally wasn't on Fountain's radar, but that changed after learning about the troubled history of minority students in the district. WHO 13's Taylor Musgrove explains.
This is Mr. Lewis Fountain. He's our new Director of Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging.
When meeting students in Johnston, Lewis Fountain skipped the small talk and got straight to having tough conversations.
I'll never forget, police officer pulled me over, and he doesn't ask for my license or registration. He said, "What are you doing here?"
Conversations he believes are needed. According to the Iowa Department of Education, over the last 20 years, Johnston's minority population exploded, growing by more than 500%, with the largest increase being black students.
I'm here to make sure all students are successful, but making sure the kids that don't have a voice have one.
But there were no equity directors roaming the halls when Larry Twitty was a student, and he still remembers the inappropriate jokes and names he heard from his classmates.
A lot of times you would experience, a lot of teasing, a lot of bullying, basically for not being white.
And he wasn't alone.
I would see some people of ethnic descent have their feelings so hurt that they would actually denounce their ethnic heritage.
When Twitty became a father, he was nervous about enrolling his kids into the district.
I was fearful that some of the experiences that I had, my children would go through as well.
But Twitty believes this new equity and inclusion position will create a better experience for his kids.
I felt like, okay, if they do this role right, they can plant certain seeds so that this community has an opportunity to develop a true appreciation, not only for diversity, but for inclusivity.
However, not everyone feels the same. A small group of parents voiced concerns at a school board meeting, stating that Fountain's previous Facebook posts were more racially divisive than inclusive.
Why has Mr. Fountain's public statements of disdain towards those who vote Republican, which include approximately 50% of the Johnston community and the majority of Iowans, not disqualify him from this position?
Will the students of conservative views and families have a sense of inclusion and belonging?
Fountain found a silver lining in the midst of this backlash.
The best thing that happened to me coming into this position with so much, kind of turmoil is that I had an opportunity just to bring people together. Like, I didn't shy away from people that didn't understand this role or they didn't want this role. It was like, okay, I get a lot of coffee. So I have a lot of coffee dates, Taylor.
Many still question, how do you track tangible results for a director of equity, inclusion, and belonging?
Do our students feel like this is now a more inclusive environment? Have complaints gone down dealing with racism? Or do all our kids, with disabilities, do they have access to everything they need?
He has a three-tier approach to achieve these goals.
Students, staff, community, of just having courageous conversations.
Conversations like educating white students on ways to embrace diversity and teaching minority students how to love who they are and be comfortable in their skin.
It'll do my students of color a disservice not to teach them how to operate in spaces, right, that they may not be used to operating in, but also maintaining the sense of who they are, right? Like,
And how do you do that in Iowa?
You just do it. I mean, you don't overthink it. Don't complicate simplicity. I wear Jordans to work because I can. Like, why not? Right? That's where I'm most comfortable. Now I feel like I create my own inclusive environment.
Students won't be the only ones learning. Fountain believes teachers must learn how to better understand students of different cultural backgrounds.
I can empathize, even though when I get pulled over, usually I look scared to death and they say, it's okay, we'll just give you a warning and let me go. That's not your experience, that's mine.
Fountain stresses creating a more inclusive environment isn't a solo project.
A lot of times, especially when you're dealing with systems, you didn't create the system, so you can't really tear it down and build it up by yourself. It takes a community. So I didn't come in thinking, oh, Johnston has these issues and Johnston, no. I really want to be honest, I came in to enhance what they already have. Like, they're doing a phenomenal job in certain aspects, right? In certain aspects, they just need a little help and support.
In Johnston, WHO 13's Taylor Musgrove.
Johnston Schools joins every other district in the metro, with the exception of Southeast Polk, to have some form of diversity and inclusion officer.